This is your instructor, Tori Quizmundo. The purpose of this video is to take us through Project 8. Let's get started. First, it's going to ask us in Task 1, change the chart type from cluster column to 3D cluster column. Well, I don't have any way to make modifications up here to a chart. In order for me to get that, I need to select my chart. And as soon as I select it, I'll get my Design and Format tabs. So I have both a Design tab and a Format tab. I'm going to click on my Design tab. On my Design tab, I've got over here that I can change my chart type. And I'm going to select to change my chart type. And it wants me to change this from a clustered column to a 3D cluster column. There we go. Here's our 3D cluster column. Select that and say OK. That task is now complete. Now it's going to ask us in Task 2 to swap the access data and then add data labels. So in order to swap my access data, that's a really quick click right here, switch row and column. Anytime it tells you to swap your data, you are switching your rows and columns. So we'll go ahead and switch that out. It's going to ask us to add data labels to the chart. Anytime you need to add a chart element, we're going to go to the chart element button and we're going to add some data labels from there. However, before we even complete this task, I'm going to mention to you that I made this chart very small so that you could see it on the screen. In order for these data labels to come out properly, we would have to have this chart much larger. This is really going to muck up the look of our chart, but that's because I have it so small so that we can see it here on this screen. But we're going to go ahead and add our data labels. I wanted to make sure to add this in there because you will more than likely see this question on your test. So we're going to say add chart element, data labels, and we'll choose our callouts. Okay, so it is really mucked up there, and that's okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and look at the next task. Task 3, enter the chart title. So I'll click on chart title, and I'll just simply start typing. It's going to ask me to name it 2016 profit and loss. And then when I hit enter, it'll fill my text in for me there. And so now task number 3 is also complete. Add sales as the vertical axis title. That's going to be another chart element. Anytime it asks you to add something to your chart, come up here to add chart element. You'll probably find it there. And it's going to ask us for a vertical axis title. Here's my axis titles, and I would like a primary vertical axis title. I'll select that. You can see it's right here, vertical. It's already ready for me to type. I'm going to go ahead and start typing. It's called sales. And as soon as I get done, I'll hit enter and it'll add my text right in there. And the very last task, task number 5, apply style 10 to the chart. Okay, that's going to be under my design tab. Here are my styles right here, and it wants me to find 7, 8, 9, style 10. I'll select style 10. That task is complete. Project 8 is finished.